How we going, folks? Just filling up my little bottles here. One of them have got liquid gold in it, which is going to be, we're going to go check out the citrus trees. So this one here's got liquid gold in it with my little bottle top sprinkler, just like that. Now this one here, stay still, I've got liquid gold and Eco Butch. We're going to spray this one. We're going to go and check out the citrus trees. I've got the espalier trees, and we've also got, 1 second, the air layering pods. If you remember, we did a segment on those a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if it's a few weeks ago, but they're about on growing roots on the tree in the air, that is on a branch. And we've got these little pods that we installed one on a citrus down there. Let's see how it's going. Come along. Have a look at these. Now this is a mandarin tree, and a lot of you who've got mandarin trees would have noticed a bit of leaf curl on them in recent times. Not so much the leaf miner, but just curling over of the old leaves. Actually, this has got a leaf miner on it. This is it here. See, when the leaf curls over like that, you get squiggly lines, snail-like trails on them, they'll over like that. That is leaf miner. You can spray that to control it, or you can put a CLM trap. Now the spray I mix is chili, garlic oil, soap, turmeric and a litre of water. It's all on our Facebook page there, whatever you're following us on the platform. Check it out, make it, or send us an email if you want more information. It's got new growth on it, really good, happy with that. Let's go over this one here. This is a lime tree, it's taken off. Have a look at this. This is taken off a beauty. This is really going to fill in well. You can see new growth coming out again. I'm going to let it go for a little bit because it still needs to grow out a bit more. Oh, that's come off up the top there. 1 second. That branch here has got to stay on. I don't want it to come off. But we're keeping them flat. This is called espalier, informal espalier. If you haven't seen me building these in the past, scroll through whatever you do to find it in the videos. We've got our history there. You'll be able to see how we created this from scratch, build these frames and everything. And this is probably a year old, a year and a half old. In another 6 months to a year from today, this will be completely filled in. Have a look at this. Orange, going gangbusters. Lots of fruit, beautiful like that. We've got more growth coming on here. You can see it's coming through. It's not growing as fast as the other trees because it's got the fruit to look after. But the one that I am concerned about is this one over here. Now, come back to me for a second. I'm in a raised bed. We've got irrigation, one drip line here. The timer, if I remember correctly, packed up on me, so it meant it stayed on. So we had this area flooding. This lawn, just down there, take a look at this lawn. This has gone out of control. This is beautiful. I mean, this is almost golf green lawn here, and all we do is just run over it with a mower. You can see it's growing into the bed there. We've got cooch coming through. It's because there's so much nutrients in the soil, but the moisture is really high, and it's affected this lemon tree because it's slightly lower here, and it was flooding out. Have a look at this cavity down here. Look at that, it's washed out. So all the soil with all the water built up so much, it started to flood out, and it flooded the tree out, and that's why it's discoloured. So wet feet on the citrus, no good. We've spoken about that. It is draining away. You can see it's still got some good fruit on it, a little bit of green in it, so it means it's okay. It's not going to die on me, but you can't allow it to stay too wet. So the irrigation is off, and we're going to liquid feed it. Now we can't liquid feed the soil too much because when it does rain, it still stays wet. So if I add more liquid fertilizer, I'm defeating the purpose of trying to get it to dry out. So I need to get the nutrients into the plant without overhydrating it. And that's why we got our liquid gold and Eco Butch in our Easy Hand Sprayer bottle. And we've mixed in about 5 mils per litre of each product. And you can apply this every couple of weeks on your plant. It's not too hot today. It's a little bit sunny, but it's not hot. Like, it's going to get to 30 degrees, 33 later on in this week. And for those in Victoria, good luck. That's what I've got to say. So all we do is give it a nice spray like this and hydrate it. And the plant will take it in. It will absorb the nutrients 3 times faster than it will from the ground with its own roots. So do that every couple of weeks. That's all you got to do. Nothing else. Don't have to hydrate it if it's already wet. So don't worry about watering the plant. Hydrate it with a spray like this. Easy Hand Sprayer, Eco Butch Liquid Gold. You can get it on our website. It's all there for you. Let's go and check out the air layering pods. Got to get my bottle first. We're down at the lower section of the garden. We've got about 10 citrus trees just scattered around, almost like a grove, and I'm going to get the grass to grow here one day if the rabbits stop digging it over. You can see it's creeping in through here. I've got to top dress this a bit because it's sunken there, and you know, I've got stinging nettle growing here, cape weeds coming back, and I've got rabbits right next to the tree's roots. Dig a hole there, won't you? That's all. So it's rained. See, look, it's a little bit moist underneath. So there is moisture here. We've got the irrigation. It is working. The trees have taken off. We get a bit of wind here and they don't like it, but they have tolerated it. It hasn't been as bad as I thought it would have been for them, so we're pretty happy. This is doing really well. This is a lemon tree, and this is the air layering pod. Have a look at this down here. It's a little pod. It opens up in half. We did a segment on how to do this. So you take the skin off the bark and fill it up with soil inside, and then just clip it on tight and keep it hydrated. Now, if it wasn't working, meaning that ring bark that we created on it, if it wasn't working as a pod to hydrate and keep the moisture flowing through, all this up here would have died. Maybe it has died. No, that's alive. That's just dropped its leaf, and that's typical. You can see it all over here. It's dropped leaves. So it's not because of the air layering pod that we put in here, and the leaves are still green. So it's not struggling, but you've got to make sure it's hydrated. And that's why we've got here our liquid gold with water and a bottle top sprinkler, and we're going to squeeze it in there slowly like that. Look, it's coming out on the other side. Now you don't want to move it because you're going to disturb the new root growth that's developing inside. So what we're trying to do here, for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, is grow roots in here, so this little branch here eventually becomes a plant of its own. So we cut it off there. It needs to stay on here for a few months, at least 3 months for it to establish. I dare say we've probably clocked a month already, and all I'm going to try and do is keep adding water in here. It's going to flood everywhere, but that's okay. Doesn't matter, as long as we get it in. Beautiful, that's it. It's hydrating it, it's making sure the roots don't die off, whatever roots we're growing in there. And after 2 or 3 more months from today, we're going to come back here, take it off, cut it off, and present to you a little citrus tree from the mother plant. Folks, if you want to get air pods like that or air layering pods, Easy Hand Sprays, EcoButch, Liquid Gold, it's all on our website. Check it all out, vasilisgarden.com. Always running specials, you know, great products, better prices every day. From me, Vasily, Maresi.